Dear friends, welcome to another episode of Geopolitical and Military News. In this video, we will talk about a serious warning given by Russia, which has notified the United States that there will be a harsh response to the frequent drone flights over the Black Sea, just a few kilometers from Crimea. But why do these drones bother Russia so much? This Friday, June 28, Andrei Belousov, the new Russian defense minister, ordered the Kremlin to prepare a harsh response to the frequent flights of American drones over the Black Sea. According to the Russian minister, there has been a substantial increase in the number of these flights in recent months, which, according to the Kremlin, proves what they called NATO's direct involvement in that conflict. Belousov said that the flight of so many drones increases the risk of incidents involving Russian military aircraft, something that, according to the minister, also increases the risk of direct confrontation between Russia and the alliance. But what are these drones really doing there, and why does Russia get so bothered by them? The drones the Russian minister refers to are not attack drones but rather observation, surveillance, and reconnaissance platforms, such as the MQ-9 Reaper and the gigantic RQ-4 Global Hawk, capable of staying in uninterrupted flight for up to 36 hours, constantly observing the adversary. These drones are authentic electromagnetic sponges, absorbing practically any type of electronic communication emitted by man, from simple radio emissions like civilian stations and military radios to cell phone communications and radar wave emissions, and of course, images in the visible and infrared spectrum. These drones are equipped with enormous cameras capable of filming any object on the ground or sea surface within a radius of a few dozen kilometers, depending on flight altitude and atmospheric conditions. Therefore, whenever a drone like these is flying over a region, everything on the surface of the earth and sea, every type of remote electronic communication exchanged, both civil and military, and any radar-emitting point on land, sea, or air will be detected and recorded. All this information is transmitted to large processing centers with the mission of decrypting what is encrypted and compiling the information, offering commanders a tactical view of the battlefield that they would otherwise not have. And Russia knows very well that all this information and the extensive tactical view of the battlefield obtained through these drones is fully passed on to Ukraine, which thus manages to be alerted in advance about Russian movements. Thanks to these drones flying over the Black Sea, Ukraine knows when Russia sends new shipments of supplies to Crimea, when it is preparing fighters and bombers for attack missions, when new Russian units are being prepared for combat in the southern sector of the front, and the exact location of each ship in the Russian Black Sea Fleet, essential information for Ukrainian air defense, as it is for many of these ships that Russia launches missiles at targets within Ukraine. Therefore, it is quite obvious why Russia feels so bothered by so many American drones flying over the Black Sea. But then, why doesn't Russia simply shoot down these drones? Drones like the MQ-9 and RQ-4 are absurdly easy to shoot down, not being very fast, with the MQ-9 reaching a maximum of 480 km per hour, and the RQ-4 not exceeding 620 km per hour, and they are also not very maneuverable. Moreover, they are not equipped with countermeasures like flares, which means that once locked on target and after missile launch, the shoot-down is practically guaranteed. Just look at what the Houthis in Yemen are doing in the Red Sea, with at least 5 or 6 MQ-9 drones easily shot down. So, if it is so easy to shoot them down, why doesn't Russia do the same? The Russians don't do it because they fear an escalation of the war. Russian Minister Belousov knows that if they start shooting down drones in the Black Sea, the United States will send fighters to escort these drones, and he knows that this could lead to direct aerial confrontations between NATO and Russian fighters, which is something he obviously does not want, as it would further affect the operational capacity of the Russian Air Force in Ukraine. This so-called harsh response he promised will likely involve close and dangerous flybys over the drones, as they did once in 2023 when a Russian fighter dumped fuel on an American drone, damaging it and causing it to crash. But, as I said, if the Russians make this a habit, they risk having to face NATO fighters precisely when Ukraine is about to start receiving its F-16 fighters. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Until next time.